Martinsville, and that is right. We are in store for what should be an absolutely fantastic race. We are here in A fixed, 75 laps here at Martinsville. How many of those will be up to speed? Probably not very many. Car number 4 here, so I guess we're going to qualify. I mean, this is going to be a bad race. This is for sure going to be a bad race. I'm not feeling too comfortable. The way I was doing my fastest times in practice, I was running third and then downshifting to second in the corners. And it seems to be what you want to do. We just need to make sure not to downshift too quickly, or jump sideways real fast. I actually did that in practice. Almost too quickly right there. But highly doubt we get through this one cleanly. But whatever, it's all for fun. We'll see what happens. Have barely any practice.
There's the flag, man. It's over.
So we can do a couple laps out here. P9 at the moment with that. So right in the thick of things. I really don't like safety rating, so I'm trying to get rid of it. That was a much better lap even after getting way loose. I think getting the tires warmed up is a big thing. Tires and brakes. Big thing here in this combo. And we all know this car is just a fantastic car for the short track package. So, even if this does go all green, the racing is still going to be not great, I'm sure. But there is a 155% chance that this is going to have a caution. And probably 7 or 8 cautions. We will see how this goes. We're back to P10 now, so that'll be on the outside. I got .5s up there. My best lap was a 6.21 after I got the tires heated up, which would have been third quickest had I been able to do that on my first lap. But yeah, I got no expectations for this. I don't expect it to be clean, and I don't expect to survive or get a good finish, but we're going to go out here and have some fun, quote unquote. Hunter saying good luck, so good luck to him as well. He is in the number 11. Looks like he's not qualifying. We might as well have not qualified with our time, but that's alright. Maybe I'll be in the part of the field that's going to be nice and calm. Oh, no, we got the one car not qualifying, so we'll be getting taken 3 wide, I'm sure. People who didn't qualify that need to make up all the spots immediately. I don't know if he will or not, but it's typically how it goes. But really need to get the brakes up to temp quickly. You can see the left front locking up real bad at the start, but I'm not going to be going into the corners as aggressively as I was in qualifying here with a bunch of people in front of me. Plus, I'm probably starting on the outside, so I'm not going to matter anyway. I'm starting P10 still. Just waiting on the number 8, and he is not doing a lap, so just wants to wait, I guess. Oh well. Figured everything's at Martinsville and then Talladega. Might as well do one of these races. People are going to want to see it. It's not going to be good, and I'm sure you can expect how it's going to go, but I'm not changing any of that because it's all over my head. Can you change the master cylinders on the fixed setup? Oh, you can. That might be something to know, but I don't. Oh well.
Alright, man. Line up on the outside row now.
We've put in plenty of fuel to finish the race.
We'll see if we ever need to pit.
The estimated
If we ever do any green flag laps, we might consider it, but
We expect to be fighting for the podium.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know if we're going to be fighting for any podium. We'll probably be destroyed before we get a chance to get near a podium. We're probably also just not fast enough to get near a podium. That's okay. We're going to be up on the outside, not going to force it to the bottom or anything like that. Just going to do what we can. Just run my line. Try not to run over anybody. And hopefully we won't get run over. But not unlikely. I wanted to do this earlier in the week so that I would be, or I'd have a better chance at finding a real high strength of field and not have to be the number 4.
You have
But
additional sets of tires.
it doesn't matter.
Be smooth and have a good run.
Either way, it's fine. Not going to change the racing, and probably not going to change the result. Can we heat up the brakes on the pace lap here a little bit? Maybe get those started. See if we can get this thing able to turn into the first corner once we get going. There is restart zones enabled as well. Not that that's going to make a huge difference here, like it would at some other tracks. We'll see what we can do. We're going to try and hang on to it, try and stay out of the trouble, but not a lot of places to run here.
Alright, man, we're going green next time. Bye.
But I'm not worried about it. Let's try and get these brakes nice and heated up. Let's make sure we're not spinning out into the corner or just pushing so bad we plow the wall and do the Chastain line. Because I about did that a couple times in practice too, trying to brake for the corner and it just not slowing down.
The pace car is in.
Don't have any practice on the outside, so it could be loose on exit. Need to be careful there.
What's first? Never mind.
Let's see how this goes.
Green flag, green flag.
And the second
My
place is
bad.
getting loose. They're wrecking behind us. We're going to be ahead of the first wreck, and we're okay. And we got ahead of the 20 car somehow.
I don't know who spun the tires up there, but all the same.
Now the moment the green went, I fired into Mason. My bad, dude.
We almost did a corner. Almost. Almost did a corner under green. Will we ever get to do a corner?
1-4
Maybe not.
It's an amazing experience so far.
I mean, how hard can it be to...
Anyone coming into this race not expecting it to be an absolute mess hasn't been on iRacing long enough. There's no world, no universe that exists where this race is good. I'm sorry to say. Like the next gen cars, fixed setup at Martinsville, no possibility of it going good. It's just the way it is, man. It's just the way it is.
Sounds about right.
You just gotta accept
Sounds
it.
about like my legend car races in real life.
I didn't feel too bad on the outside there. The bottom was obviously stacked up.
Because the whole bottom line checked up when the red car roasted his tires.
Red car looked like a black car. Up
I'm on the
front,
top. I'm scared.
the 16. I think it was the 16.
Well,
Maybe
red
the
car
19.
did have a little assist, but
Maybe there is a red car up there. I don't know. I don't see one. There's a pink car up there and a Duncan
good
car.
save on that restart missile.
Looked like somebody gassed it up too early or too much in first gear or something and just started fishtailing on him, but he didn't spin. I thought he was going to get run over. But they didn't do that either. Luckily for us.
Jonathan, what are you doing?
50-50 board slide.
You kept doing that. I'm like, is there a purpose or?
Pit road is closed.
Alright, first 6 laps are going to be under yellow. How long until we get
After this
to the
one,
next
go play
yellow?
some Tony Hawk's Underground too.
I'm playing Skate 4 literally.
And the old Tony Hawk games are amazing. I remember the PS2 ones.
I think the last time I raced here was in the MX-5. And
Those were
I don't remember the last time I raced before that. It might have been the Legends, the 87
Alright, man, we're
cars.
going green next time. Bye. Alright, man. Line up on the
When I did
inside
that
row.
viewer time slot. That might have been... That might have been the last time before the Mazdas. And that was well over a year ago, I think, now. So I haven't raced here too often. It's just not a fun place to race, really. Not a fun place to race. I used to run NIS here. And that was a complete disaster, always,
yeah,
as you'd expect.
Green flag, green flag.
Nice and easy. 6 car just ran over that guy
The leader just did a
30
in front of him.
984.
Nice and smooth. Honestly, the outside looks pretty dang good on these starts.
22, just dip across the left.
Wow, I got in there really hot.
808.
Okay, let me just get slammed.
Alright, man. Caution is out. Caution is out. Line up.
I guess.
Okey-dokey then, turns out I don't know braking zone.
Past the 2, past the,
I don't know
past
how
the
that got us.
17, past the 8, past the pit road is
Oh, this stinks.
Who was that they got into me?
18, past the,
Shift!
past the 22,
I was hooking the,
past
I thought we had missed that,
3,
and then all of a sudden we were spinning. So I guess he slid down from the top lane and got into us. I don't know.
You've got damage on the right
We've
side.
got right side damage. Car feels fine.
past the 22,
trying to get through outside. I just stuck it down low. I don't know if it's a little touch something around or what, but if it did, that's fine. But
13. Got the lucky dog.
Nah, you're good, man. I ain't mad. Just racing, dude. I just need to figure
Get
out
a lot of these
braking
spots
zone.
back.
Oh,
That was your fastest lap of the
That was our fastest lap of the race.
Deep between you and the guy on the inside. I wasn't sure I was going to hit one of you.
Past the 22, past the,
yeah, I just seen smoke
get
coming out
past
of
the
my direction. I was
22.
waiting for somebody to T-bone me. I'm like, I'm...
Finally. I guess we get all the spots back. Good grief.
22, past the, let the 20 car by.
Good grief.
Whoever was P2 at the start sure got lucky.
Yeah, direct drive T-bone. Don't feel too good on the thumbs.
But I'm glad they wrecked ahead of me because I felt like I was blowing that corner and I was going to spin to the outside or slam into the people on the outside. But not glad that I got spun. We get a 4X out of it, but I guess we're okay. Little damage isn't going to hurt us, especially in these things at this track. But I wish we had been able to miss that. I thought we were going to, and then we just all of a sudden were spinning to the inside. And once you get sideways, you can't save it in these. But, alright, we're fine. We actually gained a spot out of all that. What a mess. What a mess.
Motion rig.
Cannot believe we got all those spots back.
Pit road is closed.
I really didn't feel it in the wheel when he hit us. Just felt like, I mean, we obviously got a 4X and then it started spinning. And then I couldn't save it. It didn't look like he hit us. I thought we were going to miss it. Unless the guy behind us ran into us, I don't know.
We had to stop
I don't
using
think
it
he
when we
did.
were
I
doing
think-
legend car race.
I don't think the guy running in the back of us would have spun the front end like that. It felt like the front end just got shoved down. Or it looked like the front end got shoved down. I didn't feel it. Very weird, but
Alright, man, we're going green next
we've
time.
survived. I'm
Alright,
sure
man.
that's not going to be
Line
the
up on
only
the
4X
outside
we
row
get.
now.
I wanted to avoid it as long as possible. Because I know we were going to get one. I think the outside's going to be better. Unless they spin again on the outside like they did that time. Did we do a lap that time? I don't think we did a full
Get
lap yet.
ready.
That was turn 3 of the
The pace car is in.
I was shaking and
restart
stirred.
lap.
Green
hey,
flag,
down the
green
outside. You can
flag.
keep
Alright, looks
up
like
with the
you're
leader, by the way.
fine.
As long as you know.
car in
They won't give you a point for that.
just set the fastest
They're
lap.
3 wide on my left.
882. You're up top 3 wide. Still there? 4 wide. You're up
That guy
top
got
3
spun.
wide.
Alright.
Got one inside. 2 wide there.
It's the one shoving his way 3 wide. Who would have guessed?
That's on the outside.
Stay high. Stay high. Here's the car on the low
You're good,
side.
brother. I'm trying to fight traffic.
Alright, we're in a good spot here.
Fastest lap of the session. Stay
Just don't
high.
spin.
All
We actually
clear, all
got
clear. The car
clear.
We're all in the same boat.
We're actually clear.
fastest lap.
We're all just rolling at different speeds.
82.
How many people is the one going to wreck getting through the field? We got the 2 behind us now as well.
Lap of the session. The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 19.
We're actually getting some green laps here. Just going to let this guy go.
Alright, man, caution is out.
Can't.
Caution is out.
You get a caution
Line up
too
single
fast.
file. Pit road is closed.
Well, it was clean around me at least.
Daniel, just letting you know, when you're side by side with someone, you can't just hold the middle of the straightaway.
Right.
I am not excited for the NIS races this week.
Oh, I ain't even going to attempt. I thought about it.
Didn't they do a 500 full length race here in NIS one year? I feel like they might have. I know they've done Bristol full length many times. I'm not sure if they've ever done a Martinsville one. I think they have. I think I've run it once. It's usually 250 laps, but I think they did one 500 lapper. If I'm remembering correctly, which I might not be.
Let it by on the outside.
But this is just another one of them I race it so you don't have to kind of things. World famous. We got the 2 behind us. He's looking much quicker than us. I'm not trying to push it at all. I'm too afraid of it getting loose on entry while I'm downshifting. And I have to downshift. Otherwise it just won't turn. So I'm trying to get in nice and easy and slow down a little bit early so I can get it to shift without spinning. And these quicker guys can be a lot more aggressive with entry. But that's fine. 2 will be on our inside this time so he can just pass us and be good, and maybe we can sit in a bubble. We actually did like 2 laps that time, amazingly. Can you believe it? Only have 58 laps to go. And since these are 20-second laps, that should be over in a jiffy. Except they're not 20-second laps, they're actually 42-second laps because we're going 40 miles an hour the whole time. That's the way it goes, though.
And that's fine.
I would be ecstatic if I ended up with the top 10,
Only problem is I had a couple times where you had that BS leader that was
but I don't know how possible that's going to be. I don't think we're 10th fastest, or I don't know if we have top 10 speed. But with wrecking, maybe we can get lucky. We have to get lucky to not be wrecked anyway. So we have to get doubly lucky. We have to get lucky to not get wrecked, and then get lucky to be able to get a top 10.
Alright, man, we're going green next time.
So who knows if both of those things can
Line
happen.
up on the outside row now. Catch
One of them
up.
might happen, and one of them might not. Who knows? I guess we've technically already kind of been wrecked. So maybe that means we're going to get a top 10. You never know.
oh, good lord.
Getting ready to do our third
ready.
restart? Fourth?
Alright, man.
Second?
Pace
I
car
don't know.
in.
Coming to the green.
Green, green, green.
Nice and easy into the corner.
Car in P1 just set the fastest lap.
19.593.
19 second lap. Fastest, apparently. I don't know why I just got that call as we were accelerating for the restart. That was kind of weird.
Clear low, clear low.
Okay, we're clear. 2 got by us. They're smoking it up. We can get down here now that we're clear. See if we can get a little gap to those guys and maybe just sit here.
84, y'all over the place, bud.
2 trying to work his way around the outside, and we get a yellow. We got some smoke ahead, so let's be nice and careful. Yeah, I'm never going to pit if it's just going to be like this. There's no reason to pit. I don't even think there's going to be enough fall off. Like, even if this went green the whole way, I don't know if there'd be enough fall off to even justify pitting at that point. But if it's just going to be 2 or 3 lap runs at most, then I don't think there's any reason.
Third the race.
We just sit here in top 9.
I know I didn't touch you, but it looked like like the way you made it look like I touched. Sorry, I didn't hear that. I was still trying to talk. No, I hit there.
I forgot to get a soda before the start of this. And this is exactly the type of race where I'd need one because we're sitting here doing nothing most of the time. So that stinks. But we were looking pretty good there. I was feeling okay. We had a little gap behind us, and they were racing too wide, and I was clear ahead of me. Or clear around me, and they were battling ahead of me, and I wasn't really involved at all. Sitting in a nice little pocket. Hopefully we can get to that again. We're starting on the inside this time. Let's try and not blow the corner again when there's a line of cars on our outside. But not feeling too bad in P9 here. 3 cars behind us. He might be quicker than us.
Pit road is closed.
50 laps to go.
He didn't lock up brakes. He just sent it.
Still the coolest thing I've ever watched on live TV.
And we'll never get to see it again.
I can't even really blame NASCAR for doing that, because if so, that would only be the finish of this race. On iRacing and in real life.
Very talkative on chat. But nothing else to do, I guess. Hopefully, we get into that nice little pocket again. I feel like I'm more comfortable on the outside on these restarts. I got more room. If I clip that curb on the inside, I feel like I'm going to spin, and I obviously can't drift up and miss the corner, because then I'll get into those guys. If I miss the corner on the outside, at least there's nothing on my outside except wall, so I won't take anybody else out.
The pace car is in.
That's okay.
And it comes down
Just
to
got to
who
be
makes
nice
the
and
final four
careful.
with it.
Green flag, green flag. The lead is on 44.821 outside.
Okay,
Stay low. There's
we're getting rear-ended there before we went green.
You're clear high, clear high.
21 gets by
One
us
outside.
briefly.
Stay low,
That's probably going to clear us here.
stay low. All clear, all clear.
Not quite.
Still one outside. Still there.
I'm clearly not being aggressive enough on entry, but I
Stay low,
do not feel like I have the capability of doing that without spinning.
stay low.
Looks like we're going to clear him here.
All clear.
Kind of surprised I was able to do that.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Oh my go away.
The car in P1 just hit the fastest lap. 19.505.
Alright.
It's too good.
Now let's not overdrive it or spin on entry, and we should be in a good spot here. Don't spin on exit either.
That was your fastest lap of the session. The car in P.
84, you're blinking bad, dude.
Fastest lap. 19.413.
On my
Hopped into turn 2 grandstand.
on my screen, it looks like you're blinking. Everyone else is looking fine.
And we really can't tell where you are, though.
Okay. I don't think I am blinking.
Might be a render distance thing.
Pretty sure I'm not blinking. He's the only car out here that's blinking.
The leader just did a 19.516. Go low.
Okay. Good lord.
Alright, man, caution is out. Caution is out.
You've got wheel damage.
Yeah.
That makes you very
I couldn't see
Line
nothing.
up single file.
Pit road is closed.
I can see clearly now.
2 just spun it and then corrected like both ways 2 or 3 times, and I just had to shoot it left to dodge, and I got in the wall.
Just
Pit road is
going.
now open.
Should we pit? I guess we will.
The smoke is thick. The 4C.
It's a 20 car.
I should have pit there.
You've got
Honestly,
wheel
as much of a wreck fest as this has been, this is probably my favorite race I've done this week.
Well, Toe doesn't feel knocked out, but I'm sure it freaking is. We plowed that. That was only a 2X. So I guess we missed him. I thought he spun to the left, then he corrected back to the right. And I thought he was going to keep it to the right, and that's why everyone was going left. And then he started rolling back to the left. I had to shoot it left, and then the inside wall was there. So I probably could have done a better job at dodging that, but I kind of overreacted. Car's beat up. What is this thing idling at? 2,000. That is where it should be.
Yes, sir.
Pit road
Me
is
and my
closed.
team actually won that race this year.
Congrats, Jeff.
Good for you, man. That's a slog. It's a hell of a race to win. Congrats.
Appreciate it. It was so much of a wreck fest that LMP2 actually took second overall.
Were y'all top splitter?
I believe we were 4 split out of like 12, I think.
I guess I could be
I
blinking.
know the
I don't
24
know.
hours of Daytona has like 30 splits.
Doesn't seem like I'm blinking.
Uh,
but I guess I
just
could be.
love Steve.
Internet's been weird.
Alright, man, we're going green
But I
next
don't know.
time.
At least we're starting on the
Alright, man,
outside.
Line up on the outside road now.
If this
It's
thing
a
decides not to
12
turn.
car.
Probably should have pit there, but oh well. We're almost halfway. If we can avoid getting into another incident, that would be great.
Really is, Connor.
That would be great if we could avoid
I think it's stupid.
something
grip.
else happening.
Get ready.
We're in
I'm waiting
P8.
for them to put the hybrid bump strikes in those cars. That'll be awesome.
That noise is incredible.
Green, green, green.
Hopefully
I
this
gotta
thing
pit.
doesn't just spin.
Inside.
Somebody said they just had to pit. I don't know who that was.
Did you get a black?
Stay high. On the low side.
Car's wanting to turn left out of the corner a little bit more, it seems like, but other than that, it feels alright.
Stay high. Alright, man, caution
We'll get
is
another
out.
yellow.
Caution is out. Line up single
We
file.
gained a spot
Pit
there
road is
again.
closed.
So that's good. We had the 5 behind us, I think. Maybe it was the 3 again. I think the 5 was behind us on the outside.
Hey, Omar, what happened?
They wrecked in the back again. That's what
Pit
happened.
road is now open.
Since that felt fine, I'm just gonna keep staying out. There's no reason to pit. We're never going green long enough. If it was undrivable, I'd pit. Or if I knew I was blinking, I'd pit, but I don't think I am. He was the only car that was going crazy for me. I think he was blinking and just seeing it. I don't know. And my ping and quality are all okay. I mean, the ping's kind of bouncing around a little bit, but quality's staying pretty stable. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see you in like 3 cautions. In the league.
Car
Nice 6X
21.
plus the 2 I got during practice when I spun on entry. But at least we're not at 12.
21. Car by. He had the position when the yellow
Halfway
flag
through the
came out.
race, so we got another 6 on our schedule. Hopefully not. But we won't get
So
disqualified.
how's y'all's week been going?
Starting P7 now, I really want to be on the outside, I think. I don't think I'm quick enough
Been a
on the
bummer. I
bottom.
just got back from Miami. It's frickin' 85 down there. It's 45 up here in New Hampshire.
It's like 35 over here in Minnesota.
Been about
Thankfully, the toe didn't get knocked in too bad and is just instant spinning us. It's pulling to the left a little bit down the straights. A little bit more than it was. But still feels exactly as stable as it had been. So I am not worried. It seems like the speed's fine. We were able to almost pass the 20 on the outside. So that's good. These outside, or these inside restarts though, I am not comfortable with them. I don't think I'm entering the quarter hard enough for the people behind me. And I feel like if I enter a little harder, I'm going to spin and just wreck the outside lane. It's not a comfortable spot for me. Top, I feel way better. Plus, I was actually making up some ground there. Seemed like, anyway. We'll keep it up here, see what we can do.
2018.
33 to go, 32 getting ready to be, and then 31 once we go green.
Alright, man, we're going green next time by. Alright, man, line up on the inside row.
Who y'all got your money on winning the title this year?
probably Lawson, to be honest.
I could see it.
Alright,
I don't think so. He's gonna screw it up.
let's try and be
Yeah, he's
smooth.
been having a couple fatal flaws this year with his performance. Cough, cough, Homestead.
Hopefully we don't get run over here.
Green flag, green flag. Outside.
Okay, that wasn't terrible. You see how far the Duncan car gets away from us, though. We're almost 3 wide there, apparently.
Stay low. You're clear high.
Wow, I was freaking flying into there. That guy came in and blocked us. I'm just going to the top.
Inside.
I don't care if I get shuffled back. I don't want to be on the bottom.
Stay high. Still there. Hold the line.
A little bit loose mid-corner, getting on throttle. Got to be careful with that.
Still there.
Part of the reason I don't care if we get shuffled is because
Stay high.
Damn, 19, we're last, man.
probably be a caution to stop the bleeding anyway. Get the 13 by us, fall in line. We're back to P8, so right where we want to be anyway. I'd rather be on the outside. Nice gap behind us to the 20. He really fell on that restart. Wasn't he restarting ahead of us? Alright. Tried to get a little bit aggressive on throttle that time. That was bad. Surprised I was even able to save it. Looks like I am down on speed a little bit, maybe. That's okay. Oh my freaking lord.
Alright, man, caution is out. Caution is
Yeah,
out.
keep
Line up single
slamming into me
file.
there.
Doors closed.
Sitting here not moving.
If Blaney makes it into the final four, he's my pick.
Oh, that's just barely freaking clipped it. And these stupid underbodies are so gosh dang stiff that instantly spins. Unable to correct. Just terrible. My fault, but just terrible. We'll go down pit road, fix whatever the heck, and get our P20 or whatever, P21. Oh, that's why I wanted to be on the top, but I was clear. I should have known better. I shouldn't have been cutting it that close. That's annoying. Thought we were going to be okay, and then somebody came in and hit us while we were sitting there. Thought everyone was going to miss us, but didn't matter really. Go down here and see what we got and change rights. I don't want to go a lap down if I can help it. That was all my fault that time. That's what I was worried about and really didn't want to do that.
Pit box in 10.
Just a tiny, tiny touch of it and it's just instantly spun. It's just instantly spun.
3,
Really?
2,
Speeding penalty?
1.
That's
Right
fine.
here.
We're already in the back. It don't
We
matter.
can repair most of the damage.
What are the tires? 99s on the lefts, 99s on the rights. So
That's it, go.
just gonna stay on the lead lap, not worry about it. You get an EOL, so whatever.
They're showing us a black flag. They caught us speeding up pit road. Go to the end of the longest line. Just a heads up, you know that you only have one set of road.
Oh, that stinks. We were doing okay there, but I just had to clip that stupid curb. We didn't even get an X for that until the guy hit us.
Let the 19 car by.
Single track. He runs in the back, lets the wrecks happen, and then he's there at the end.
I hope he does well at SHL. He's my old-time favorite NASCAR driver. I've met him a few times.
Let the 8 car by.
Hopefully, we'll be alright. I imagine we're not going to be able to make up much of anything anymore.
Let the
We've been in
1
just about
car
every
by.
wreck.
He had the position when the
Just
yellow
about.
flag came
There's been a
out.
couple we've missed. I'm sure we got 3 or 4 more cautions left anyway. Maybe we'll make up some spots, but probably not anymore. It's going to be hard to make up any ground, especially with a broken car. That is so annoying, though. Just tiny clip of it on entry, and it just jumps sideways, unsavable.
Let the
Oh, I'm so frustrated with
car
that.
by. He had the position when the yellow flag came out.
Such a bad car. Especially for
Alright,
short
man, we'll go on
tracks.
green next time by. Alright, man, line up on the inside row. It's the 18 car. Let
But
the
it is my
8
fault, like
car
I'm
by.
saying. It's
He
my
had the
fault.
position when
I'm not
yellow
blaming the
flag came
car.
out.
I take full responsibility for that.
But Penske and Stuart Haas have been dealing with that.
Should be fine on damage still.
Get ready.
Tires might make it a little bit loose. Got to be careful
Alright,
with that.
man. Pace cars in.
See how this goes from back here now.
Green, green, green.
Gotta get the one to the front
Go with the line.
from the back.
Daggone, bro.
Outside.
I got a pit, I got a pit, I got a pit.
Go there. Go with the line. Stay low. You're clear high. Clear high. You got one outside.
The one shooting it to the middle, 3 wide, every restart, and he's wondered why he gets wrecked all the
You got one
time.
outside. You're on the bottom 3 wide.
Guy just
You got one
slams into me
outside.
from a
2
quarter
wide
mile
there.
back.
All clear, all clear.
We're alright. We're wrecking ahead.
How many guys you got a wreck, man?
Holy
Right.
cow.
Single file. Pit road is
Big hit
closed.
for some of those guys there.
I don't know who that was with the digital looking car. My bad, dude. That didn't feel like a hit on my end. I didn't get anything.
Alright. Survived that one.
By myself.
I mean, we definitely made contact. I just didn't get a thing from it until I nailed you.
Hopefully,
Now open.
if I can say hopefully a few more times this race. Some of the people ahead of us have engine damage and have to pit, and we get a couple more free spots. We're up to 16th now, which is alright. See if we can make up a little bit of something. Probably just going to end up getting another 4X. And they're pitting, a couple people pitting there, or maybe just one.
Not mad, so I'm just kind of confused. What happened going into one?
Can we just catch up to the pace car guys and talk later?
We're going to be close to top 15 again. We're going to be exactly top 15.
21. Got the lucky dog. Let him by on the outside.
So we get back to like
Let the
11th.
21.
That's not
Let
far
the
off.
Tonka.
He had
Not
the
far off.
position
We
when
were
the
running.
yellow
We were
flag
running
came
what,
out.
9th, 8th or 9th when we spun. So we're not too far away. And who knows, with another big wreck, could be something. It's looking like the people back here have some trouble slowing down into the corner. I was being careful with the people ahead of me, and I got plowed. Luckily, the guy dodged to the right, and it didn't hit us too hard. But I wasn't that far back from the people ahead of me. Like, they were right in front of me. I was just trying to ease it on in there. We're in 14th, actually, so not bad at all. We're back doing okay. Hopefully gain a few more. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe we'll get wrecked again. Got 3 minutes of optional damage. Not too bad. Gonna be on the outside again, which I prefer, but being this far back, I don't know if that's gonna be much of a benefit. as it would be from where we were previously. More of a chance for a wreck to happen ahead of us now, with more cars.
Pit road is closed.
At least we're back to 14th. We got 15 to go. We're going to be going green with 13 to go. There's still time for 3 more cautions. Green, white, checkered in there. Plenty of time.
iRacing.
Plenty o' time. How long has this been going for?
All right,
40
man, we'll go
minutes.
green next time by. All right, man. Line up on the outside row now.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, outside I prefer. Don't know how good it's going to be back here, but I can assume the inside isn't going to be any better. I think just restarting back here is just objectively worse than where we were before. Not much of a difference, but feels like this is a lot worse
The pace car is in.
for whatever reason. We'll see if we can make some ground up here and before the next yellow. Hopefully not be in the yellow.
Green flag, green flag. All right, man. Caution
Really?
is out.
Nope.
Caution is out.
Don't get a
Line up,
chance to
single
do
file.
anything.
Pit road is closed. Let the 18 car by. He had the
That was
position when the
fucking
yellow
chaos.
flag came out.
Sorry, Jonathan, I wasn't trying to hit you. I was trying to clear them 2 on the bottom, man. They're about wrecking.
Oh, it's just a product of this restart zone being so far around the corner.
Pit road is now open.
Should I be trying against first or second? No, I just had some guy in tent run me over for no reason. It's fine.
Keep digging, man.
I'm sure there's a lot of that going around. We did exactly half a straightaway that time. So if we do that 2 or 3 more times, the race will be over. And we'll get a P14. We were going to clear the 18 there, I thought. I had some space ahead of me, and I thought we could have gotten a good exit out of 2. But did not get an opportunity.
Car 15. Got the lucky dog. Let him by on the outside.
15 coming around. He's behind us. We'll get low here.
If we do, we get black flags.
Let the 15
As
car
a victim, I agree.
He 100% knows what he's doing.
I mean, I'm sorry to the outside, but I don't want to get a black. I'm just going to kind of wait on this, okay?
Yeah, I am kind of being like that, but I mean, it's iRacing's fault, not gonna lie.
So you're gonna bait people into getting black flags?
Bait people?
Yeah, how's that iRacing's fault, mate?
They're baiting him to go middle 3 wide. They're just baiting him. He wouldn't do it if you weren't baiting him. As soon as the green drops. I don't know what they're talking about.
Pit road is
We're gonna have 7 to go going green here, so 1 more caution and then maybe another and then a green white checkered. Potentially 3 more, maybe just 2 more. There may not be enough laps for a caution and then another caution before the green white checkered. Probably just be a caution and then pace laps until we get a green white checkered, which I would prefer. I don't want to have to do 3 restarts. Just 2 more would be fine. Thank you. What's our longest run? Hasn't been
All right, man. We're
5
going
laps,
right
I don't
next
think.
time by. All right, man.
Longest
Line
run
up
was
on the
probably when I
outside row
self-spun.
now.
It's probably my limit before I take myself out. If I had to guess. However many laps that was.
On the line.
Alright, let's try this again.
Get ready.
Maybe we'll survive it again.
The pace car.
Or maybe we won't again.
feel like I can't. This is stupid.
Green flag, green flag.
Sorry outside, but
Nobody's
I mean, I'm
going,
5 over.
nobody's going, nobody's
Got one
going.
inside.
I stayed 40. You can look at the
there.
replay.
No, I wasn't saying you did, but I was
Cleared
trying
the
to go 45 to
18,
keep
kind of.
up.
I'm ahead of them
Getting
anyway.
pushed.
Stay high. There's a car on the low side.
Yeah, I know. I got screwed over from it last night.
They're spinning, just go.
All right, man. Caution is
Ooh,
out.
we got lucky there.
Line up single file.
Got sandwiched into the wall a little bit, but we cleared all of it.
Car
Gained some spots back. And somehow don't even get
past the
an incident.
car.
Mason Massey, is that the Xfinity guy?
Looked like he just got on it too hard,
don't think it's that-
or maybe he clipped the curb out of the corner and spun it. But somehow we survived. We get around the 9, who had to go to the right to avoid hitting him. Shoved us into the wall a little bit, but we somehow survived it without getting an incident, so I guess he didn't get one either somehow. And we're
This is
P11.
optimal. Pit road is now open.
Right where I said. If we could get to P11, that's not too far away from P9. And there could be some more wrecking. We could get even better. I'm loving the outside line. Everyone's trying to dive down and get to the inside, and I'm able to just drive right around them, and then we get a caution, so I don't lose any of that time I just made up. It's just jacking up the bottom, getting so stacked up with everybody trying to go down. Because obviously that's the preferred.
Car 15. Got the lucky dog. Let him by on the outside.
But it just clears the way for me, and I don't have to check up for anybody, and then the caution comes out before we actually get to racing, and the line can
Car by.
prove to be the slowest.
Yellow flag came out.
So I just get that time I make up. But unfortunately, we're going to be starting on the inside here. So that's going to work against us a little bit this time. Potentially. Potentially. We got 10x, which is bad. At least we didn't get a 4x there, so we're not going to get DQ'd if we get another one. We'll just get 14x. Nice, solid, and clean 14 incidents. But like I said, I hate safety rating. I'm trying to get rid of it. This is the race to do it.
Fluctuate with him.
Tell me this is going to be a green, white, checkered. Because if it's not, I'm sure we're going to get another yellow.
Looks like this is the final
Oh,
time
thank you.
we'll try for a green,
Thank you,
white,
thank you,
checkered
thank you.
finish.
That's what we wanted to hear.
Pit road is
Just
closed.
end the race, next flag.
Oh, one more time. Good luck, people.
Nobody needs to do any more of
Yeah, this
this.
is another caution. Everybody's gonna go hell or high water for this one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like they haven't done that every restart so far. Not going to be any different, I don't think. But I'll try not to clip the curb and self-spin again.
Alright, man, we're
Still
going
man, I'm
green next
following you,
time.
bud.
I really can't get sideways at all, or I'm spinning. So I really, hopefully, won't get hit. Really don't want to get hit. Who knows, maybe we'll gain a couple spots here and get back to our P9.
The pace car is in.
It's gonna be hard, but we might be able to.
God.
Here we go.
Green flag, green flag.
3 wide ahead of us, just gonna wreck their way to victory.
Yellow one outside. You're on the bottom 3 wide.
I don't know how we're getting away with this one.
Yellow one outside.
I don't want to be 3 wide.
You're clear high, outside.
Oh, like 8 wide. How are we still
Clear
going?
high, clear high. Alright, man.
We're actually gonna end under green. Holy
This
cow!
shit's so fucking stupid, dude.
Good job, man. You're in the top 10.
Bullshit move, 8.
Maybe clear the 12 next corner, or they're wrecking ahead of us.
Go higher, boys,
Yellow
wrecking.
one
Let's get
outside.
fucked by
You're on the
everyone.
bottom 3
Not
wide.
surprised.
Yellow one outside.
Clear everybody that's wrecking.
You're clear high.
Really?
And
Oh yeah.
just as I planned
Yeah,
it,
he's exactly
a
gonna do
P6.
that. That's why.
There's the checker.
Just as I planned it, we get a P6.
There you go, man. Good job, driver.
Oh. That is funny. 10x, which is bad, but also exactly what I expected, so that's fine. I did not expect to get P6, so I'm very happy with the outcome of this race. They just all wrecked at the end. I knew it was going to happen. I was hoping it would be where I could dodge it, and somehow it was. Let's take a look at that final restart, and then we'll take a look at all the incidents, which will take probably the exact length of the race. So the guy in front of us immediately dove it 3 wide. So I figured they're all going to wreck ahead of us. But that just shoves the 22 there, and then I just have to go, and that's getting us 3 wide with the 22, but I'm back out of it because I don't want to be 3 wide, even though we probably could have taken advantage of it if I was going to be mean and shove everybody. Didn't want to do that. We got space behind us. They're wrecking behind us. And then I'm thinking maybe a sneak to the outside of the 22, but then I see the 22 kind of blows it a little bit into the 12, so I'm thinking maybe he'll shove the 12 out and we can take advantage. But then they just wreck ahead of us, and I go left and they all spin right. And 22 overdrives it, maybe got contact, and we just sneak under him and go about our business, getting a P6. Exactly how I drew it up. Let's go take a look at all 500 incidents. Wait, let's take a look at the incidents. We've had, 3 people with no X, surprisingly. Only half the field had double digits. Thought it would be more. That's actually surprising. What a clean race. So it's going to be people bumping it, 9, just driving into the 16, immediately spinning him, lap 1. Then the 19 has to pit. I guess penalties. And that slides them. And then this is me. Oh, the 5 spun. Who is that? The 3. Does he get spun or does he just lose it? So I didn't think the 3 hit us. 3 gets hit by the 5. That spins him on entry, and then the 5 hits him and then gets hit, and that spins him to the inside into our right front, which I couldn't see at all, and then that gets us on the curb and just instantly spins us. And then the 22, and we're just down here by the wall. I just have to wait for the field to go by, but somehow we got all those spots back. 22 misses it. He gets on the curb. He actually looks okay, and then it just bounces. And once it starts bouncing, it just spins. Like, there's nothing you can do. This car, you cannot start bouncing or it will just instantly spin out. So that was that. And we don't really get much damage at all for that. Back under green, I think. 8 car gets that curb. Exact same thing I did, pretty much. No damage for him, though. That does cause a yellow. Back under green. Oh, same thing. 10. Clips that curb, instantly spins. Just as quick as you possibly can. Just tiny, tiny, tiny clip of it, and it's gone. 16 getting loose or something and into the wall. 2 car losing it, and it goes to the right, and then back to the left, and that's where I just drove it straight left into the wall to avoid him, because I thought he was going to spin back to the right. This stupid thing. Okay. So I see him spin to the right, I go left, and I see him coming left, so I dodged left again, but he had held the brake. I could have avoided hitting the wall, especially that hard, but I kind of panicked and jerked it left, and that smashed the front end in. But still drove okay. 16 spinning at the same time, perhaps? Yeah. Did he clip the curb? Yep, he clips the curb, same time everything else is going off. And that gets him around. No damage for him, though. We're on the restart here, looks like. 19 just looping it on entry. I was so worried I was going to do that. And they get going. 2 car clips that curb right where I did. Spins him to the left. I think that's the yellow, right? They are, yes. 21, under caution, nothing. And that's where I clip it. I clip it huge. Looked a lot less severe than that. Well, it wasn't actually. It was tiny, tiny, tiny. Car is broken at this point, though. Just lifts the left sides up off the ground for like half an inch, and then that just completely wrecks me. And then what's the 16C in here? Does he get loose or something? Or does he just try and turn underneath the 10 or something? I don't know how he was able to hit me. I was pretty far ahead. Yeah, he just kind of... He got loose, pointed at my right rear, or left rear, and then just never went back to the right. Just drove straight into me. Didn't really matter damage-wise, but... And then another restart. 3 car trying to force his way in. That gets into the 12. In the 14 here. Off the corner. 3 car just drives through him. And then 14's rolling, and that's... He's just rolling down the track, and that's causing everybody to dodge, and then he spins it to the left as everyone's going to his left, and that gets a bunch of people in it. So that stunk. Got the 17 here. Like, he was rolling straight, everyone thinks he's going to go straight, then he hits the brakes, and that spins him to the left and just wrecks everybody that was going to his left. Which was unfortunate. We were able to dodge it, though. We're on lap 62 now. This is the instant caution, I think. Everyone's just stacking up. What the heck is this? 13 just drives into the 21 as soon as they're going and wrecks them for some reason. 16, hey, that favorite curb. Such a great car. Such a great car design with this track. You barely bump a curb, and then it's like just pushes your right rear out as hard as humanly possible. Just instantly spins. The 9 did a great job not just turning straight right to avoid that because he saw I was on his outside, and he doesn't get any damage. We make a little contact. I hit the wall a little bit, but no incident. Then the 13, nowhere to go. And then by the time they're green, the 2 is already on the inside. 3 wide, and I have nowhere to go except follow that line. But we make it through cleanly. 5 almost up top, 4 wide. He grabs the wall. And then they're 3 wide, 9 is slipping up, 19 gets shoved, 17 gets into the 5. That sends the 5 around. And then the 2 just dumps the 20. But didn't work out for the 2 because he gets put head on into the wall. Great job to him. Then the 21, the people are spinning in front of him almost, and then he gets in the back of that guy. And that is that. What just an absolutely great race. Just an amazing race. Let's take a look. I don't usually show the results because I don't really care. But let's take a look at how much safety rating we lost there. Where are we at? Hold on, give me 1 second. 1 second. Can I get this to pull up? Desktop? Yes, it's in light mode. I understand. You don't need to yell at me. We lost 46 safety rating. Not bad. We gained 26 I rating, which you can't see unless I do this. So that's okay. I think getting 26 I rating out of that is pretty dang good. I will take that. 10 cautions, 48 laps, 77 completed. And if my calculations are correct, that is more than half the race. Way more than half the race. Let's see what second split had. 10 cautions for 52 laps, so even more. And third split, 10 cautions for 50 laps. They actually did 81 laps. So that's surprising. Average lap time, which you can't see, but yeah. Just some great racing. Great Martinsville racing here at in the next gen cars. Just really, really good stuff. I had to run one this week, I guess. Everything's here, so I'm happy to come out of it positive on the I rating. Not that it matters. Only cost us 10 incidents, so great stuff.